Good morning, America. I want to talk to you all about a secret war that's being launched. Many of you probably know, and you've seen the cars go through red lights. You've seen the reports about donuts in the middle of the expressway, takeover at beaches, and just a bunch of wild things going on. Well, many people may not know or do know there is a organization, and I don't want to just directly offend Neighborhood Watch, because that organization at one time was a good idea. However, the organization now has escalated into getting government grants, getting kickbacks, and basically moving into uh, individuals taking the law into their own hand. They seem to have the police backing behind it, and whether the police know the whole story or not, and as sadly to say, is we know the police is a lot of times have done a lot of things that keep them in the news, and so um, it really is no amazing thing that they would participate in such things. Not all, and I wonder if that's where the suicide's coming from. And I really believe that's where some of the suicides are coming from. Some police officers are what we need on the streets, and then you have a lot of them, especially this age generation, that pretty much has been brainwashed and built for this time of destruction. We are facing some of the worstest times ever. Mass killings going on back to back to back, and then if you look at some of the people in some of the mass shootings or attempted mass killings, they are not they wasn't bad people, or they something happened while they snap. I mean that kind of can go with all the stories, but there was a particular brother that was in college. He was a dark-skinned young man, and when I say dark-skinned, I mean because I try to drop the white and black thing and go light-skinned to dark-skinned, high yellow, and native tongue, and humans. So, but yeah, so this young man was being harassed, stalked, and he thought it was basically coming from his college, and so he made a video, basically a suicide video. He was expecting to die, and he went to the college and he shot it up. There was another incident with a light-skinned brother that shot up the Navy area because he felt that's where it was coming from. And in both cases, what I've learned is that they both probably was right, because this organization that is forming, basically starting from the name of the Neighborhood Watch up under that flag, and now they because there's been a lot that I've dealt with close to 9 years with them, and so they thinking they slick and go up under different names. I won't spit those names out just yet, but be aware. Your children are being sucked in. There's a lot of money being pushed into their hand. They purchase restaurant workers. They purchase department stores workers to participate in doing illegal things. And so this thing is just growing. But we as human beings, no matter how you how strongly you try to be of the right thing and try to mimic good, that good may come from you, even push out to the world, that we may get that same response in. But these people are truly aiming for destruction. Whenever you have an organization taking the law into their own hands, building their own understanding, because that's what they do. They're not following the law. They want to be respected as polices or the law, but they have no concept of the law, and then they since they're not police officers and since they can't get that respect. Because it basically boils down to your opinion of what you think should be going on, and then my opinion of what I feel that should be going on, and I do my best to follow the law. Now, saying that, have I broken the law sometime? Yes, I have, but that's for the police and the judges, which we all elected for those things to be at hand. I didn't elect for Neighborhood Watch to be at hand, but somehow the government officials have allowed them to run our streets, and they are getting worse and worse, and they are your everyday people, and they are I really see them as like a demonic force, because they're able to act. They will pretend like they are being professional and whatnot, and then serve you some hard fries at McDonald's and other restaurants, establishments. I probably shouldn't have said that name, but I have proof that that's of what I just said. And you say, well, man, maybe the cook. People ain't stupid. People ain't stupid. You go to a restaurant. You're in line. All of a sudden, the line come to a halt. You're seeing the things that's been passed out in front of you. Ice cream take 20 minutes to make. Okay. But then and then you get the smile, but this just recently started happening because the more I started documenting things and trying to get police involved in it, in which the police have denied assistance in every angle because they know what's going on, a lot of them. And then it's just like with the bully thing. It's just like with the overall thing of people know what's going on, and they're afraid because they know the strength of such organizations, and so they are afraid. And people literally are afraid to mess up what they have in trying to help other people. And in doing this, we have essentially given ourselves, even the world, into the hands of those that are growing bolder and bolder to form a coalition together and go forth and do what they want to do and take whatever they want to take. And that's what's being produced. But I do know, human, that if you keep pushing a person, eventually people will fight back. And whether you're 70 strong against one, so you think, or you are 30 strong against 10, eventually this thing is going to escalate into a big problem. The government is not really trying to get feedback of what's going on the streets. As far as Neighborhood Watch, government grants have been given in the order of safe havens, semi to that, because the safe haven program was watching the kids, and it's giving a safe passage, not safe haven, I'm sorry, safe passage for kids getting to school, and those going to work. It escalated off into a lot of things, and so it seemed like a good idea. And those people seen that at one time was doing well. They was identifiable. They was at a particular place. Neighborhood, this new age Neighborhood Watch, I said like that because I don't want to go directly after that name, because I believe that there may be still some people out there that originally stands for the true thing of what Neighborhood Watch was, and the name gives the definition of what its ability is. Neighborhood Watch, not get in your car, follow, harass a person around, cause defamation of character at this restaurant or this store, and basically call yourself shutting that person down from being able to survive, and then following them, I say, and trying to make their life uncomfortable. Enough. I will seek the legal way of dealing with these people. If you are dealing with this, realize you are somebody. I know a lot of the stuff they do make you feel like you are not somebody, and people want to put their head down and hope that they'll leave them alone. But I'm gonna tell you something about a bully. A bully is not going to stop until he stopped or she stopped. And when you have a bunch of people together that's organized and getting money and able to, it's fun to them. So just be aware. That's what this video is about. Be aware. There is a war, a secret war that's a brewing. And many are already in the battle. Yet I'm afraid that soon there will be more mass killings. There will be more of our youth getting killed. Because I don't care how old you are, if a child and a couple of children is coming together and they are picking at you as an adult, I mean, at some point, they're 9 years old, 11 years old. I'm sorry, but I'm just speaking the truth. Damage can be did. And nobody that I know brain is set up to take abuse like that. Now those that are in Christ Jesus, we are able to deal with a lot. But what about our brothers and sisters that's not able to? Honestly, I'm not about just myself. I see the potential of the things going on, and there is many things going on. And you go on the internet, you'll find, especially in like Facebook, you'll have groups. There's people all over the world that has the same story that these organizations, they was calling them gang stalkers, and a lot of them didn't understand how they was able to keep doing this on a regular. They're getting paid to do this. They're the people, the government that's allowing these grants to go out unto them, and then they're getting public but they're getting kickback from private organization. Lucifer, whole thing was to destroy. This is a destruction. You got humans going against humans. You got people literally running around here looking like intelligent people, but are doing terrible things. I've been food poisoned. I've been organized car hit in the back, and then ran, hit and run. It's been a lot of stuff. I've been organized. You try to work. They call themselves doing whatever a person is doing. If it's illegal, then originally they were supposed to have been extra eyes and ears for the police. See something, say something. But when they started giving them the ability to, because nobody really watching them, every now and then the video like this here come out, sheriff and them get a hold to it, then you'll start seeing the sheriff every now and then with them. But you got one car out there, and you got over 70 to 80, maybe 200 individuals driving around in cars. That one sheriff can't keep up with it, and then he play like, or she play like she don't really know that they got your car bugged, they got your car where they able to follow, know when you're at. And so when they show up at the scene, what I'm saying, the acting changes. You know what I'm saying? And I really wonder if they brain have been programmed. And I really do. They use the device that was found overseas and used against some Americans, and the government grabbed them out of there. It's a device that attack your muscles. It's a high power microwavable device that's able to lock in onto certain individuals. It's able to manipulate metal as they're able to rock your bed or car. They are essentially without any resistance. And anything that is without fear, it has no reason to stop to go the whole 9 yards. They're just learning now. But if they feel they can get away with going in and out of your car, they go in and out of my car, steal things, or just do things to kind of irritate you, to pick at you. Once they feel that they can commit murders, and I'm just talking about the area I'm dealing with. Some of the other areas are older and may have already discovered there's a war coming. Be prepared. And in that, as good people, if you don't want the war, what you know, come forth. This organization needs to be dismantled. They need to be brought to justice. I love you guys. I even love my enemies. I pray for my enemies, because what they are doing is setting themselves up for a path that we all got to meet one day. Death is coming, and when will you spend eternity? If you don't believe that, what are you doing to the generation and the world around you? Are you sowing good in? These jokers feel it's funny and give a homeless person or whatever, they be getting them a couple of dollars or whatever to basically entrap themselves, and then they hide. Person snap out, kill that homeless person, they locked up, the homeless person dead, and for what? They think it's funny. They think it's a joke. This is no joke. This is no joke to take a child that's in need, family ain't got nothing, get him a couple of dollars, have them to do foolish things, and mess their life up with a record. These demons need to be stopped. This stuff is being done in secret. It's being done in the dark. And the funny thing is about it, I've contacted every government official, organization that I think of, and they all basically dodges the bullet. So nobody is overseeing these jokers. They're balls. And so they fear none. And right now, like I said, they learning. They learning that they get away with this. They get away with that. They told the police. And the police say they ain't do, they can't do nothing. They getting in the spin move. So they learning. Pray for me. I'll pray for you. Love you all. Bye.